You are now sounding the alarm again about the issue of fake money, about a global recession that is impending, if not already here, and about the idea that people's pensions are in peril. You are warning of not so great times ahead, saying that this is the end of the American empire, that the collapse has begun, that this is the inflection point.
Correct. And I'm very concerned right now. Because, anybody who's watched Kitco knows that America became the power in 1944 with the Bretton Woods Agreement. And then this dollar became the reserve currency of the world. In other words, the dollar was as good as gold. That's all changed. And today we're in serious trouble globally. And I'm very concerned. The end of the American empire is here.
And that has been a big theme of this conference, this idea of de-dollarization after the dollar has been weaponized against other countries. As we've seen in the Russia-Ukraine conflict, we're seeing a number of developing world countries like the BRICS coming up with their own currency, potentially looking at taking the oil off the petrodollar. Saudi Arabia reportedly in conversations with China about changing that standard. Another big theme of this conference that we're hearing about is central banks around the world bolstering their gold supplies. Do you feel that beyond this conference, people are starting to understand that the dollar, in terms of their purchasing power beyond inflation, is on the decline?
Yes, it's spreading. People know that something's wrong with this here. But anyway, let me tell you a quick story. Because of guys like you and Kitco and all this, I became known as the precious metals guru. So I'm at Safeway at the salad bar counter, and people know something's wrong. So this is just 2 weeks ago. I'm standing at Safeway getting some coleslaw from the women, and they come running up and they said, "What should we invest in? What should we invest in?" So I just happened to get this thing here from, it's a pre-64 quarter. This is real. This is real silver. I got this from American Gold Exchange, and Dana Samuelson. I'm giving it a plug.
And what's the date on it there?
64.
64.
I started investing in silver when I was 17 years old. So today I pat myself on the back. I probably have more gold and silver than most of the experts here, because that was 60 years ago. So I showed the little women this coin here. I just happened to have it.
At the salad bar?
No, I wasn't selling it. I just happened to have it because Dana sent it to me from Austin, Texas. And there were women were asking me, said, "What's the best investment?" Because real estate's coming down, stocks are coming down. And I held this. I held it up. And the little women, they were all tithers. "Oh, I should invest in that?" I said, "Yes." "Give me this." So they looked at me and said, "Give you $3 for that?" I said, "Yes." And their brains went, "Why would I give you $3 for that?" I said, "Okay, give me 2. And their brains are going, "Why would we give you $2 for that?" This is pre-64 silver. Lynette Zhang, she's also from Arizona, she's numismatic. So I was holding this up here like this. And they went, they're all a tither. They forgot to serve my coleslaw. And they said, "Why should we give you $2 for this?" I said, "Because it's worth this." And this is the problem. The average person, American or whatever, they think this is money. This is fake money. This is real money. And I tried to tell them, I said, probably 10 years from now, this will be $10. But Americans and most people in the world, because they went to school, they work for money, they save money, they get out of debt. But this is fake and this is real. So that's why I'm here at the VRIC. Because over 30 years ago, I was one of these little guys standing between my gold mine that the Chinese took from me.
Robert, do you think that the notion that fiat currency, which is what we've accepted as a society to use ever since Nixon 1971 took us off the gold standard.
This is real gold.
But we have, as a world, as a society, been using fiat currency. Fiat, which literally means by decree, because I said
Correct.
so, because governments have told us that this is what we must use.
Wait, they just misspelled it. Fiat should be spelled F-A-K-E.
Okay,
You know,
got it. Fake, right?
That's how I'm wired up.
But do you think that there is a growing understanding that fiat is in jeopardy? And it's hard to sort of separate yourself from the echo chamber of the gold conferences and even the Bitcoin conferences, where we are sort of hearing the same sentiment because it's people that share the same ideas. Do you think outside of that world, people are starting to understand that fiat currency is on a massive decline?
They don't understand why, because no financial education in schools, which is why I wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad. But they know something's wrong. You see, and when those women said, this is the problem, so that's why Rich Dad Poor Dad said, we don't save money. I save this, and I save this, and I save silver dollars. This is a buffalo. I save real money. I spend this stuff for this.